Hey there everybody, this is Tiger Eye Gaming, and welcome to a brand new series. Welcome to our Minecraft 1.20 Let's Play. In this series, we're going to be trying to explore a whole host of new things that have been added to the game in Minecraft 1.20. One of the things that we're looking to explore is those cherry blossoms that you can see in the little panoramic screen behind you on the main menu. And we're also going to be looking to experiment with things like sniffers, like camels, and with the new archaeology features that really give you some reason to explore a little bit more in your Minecraft world, along with armor trims. These are all things that I'm really looking forward to getting into, and really I don't want to delay, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and create our new world. Now, one thing that's going to make this series a little bit different from series that I've done in the past is that for this one, I do want to look for some specific things when it comes to picking a world seed. I'm not necessarily going to go online and find any seeds that, have already been generated and people have confirmed are really good, but I do think what I'm going to do is generate a few random worlds and then use that seed and check it on chunkbase.com to hopefully look for a few things in our starter world. In particular, what I'm looking for is a desert not too far away from spawn. It doesn't have to be right there, but it does have to be something that we can get to without spending too long traveling, especially in the early game. And secondly, I'm also looking for something with a cherry blossom biome within pretty close access to spawn as well. But I do think what I'm going to do is generate a few random worlds and then use that seed and check it on chunkbase.com to hopefully look for a few things in our starter world. In particular, what I'm looking for is a desert not too far away from spawn. It doesn't have to be right there, but it does have to be something that we can get to without spending too long traveling, especially in the early game. And secondly, I'm also looking for something with a cherry blossom biome within pretty close access to spawn as well. When it comes to the desert, I want to do things like hopefully find a camel in a desert village, and I also want to do some archaeology when it comes to the updates to desert temples with suspicious sand, and the update to desert wells, finally having some functionality with them also having some suspicious sand. Suspicious is going to be a really hard word to say for me here. I also want to find a cherry grove biome because, well, obviously they're very pretty, and I am hoping to make our starter house out of some cherry wood. I've been playing around with a few designs in the days prior to this release, so those are the two main things that I'm looking for in our Minecraft seed. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and create a few worlds, and then I'll go ahead and just pick the one that most fits those criteria. Alright everyone, after a solid hour or so, maybe even close to 2 hours of experimenting, just clicking create new world over and over and over, and then finally giving up and doing a little bit of googling to find a nice 1.20 seed, we have finally found a seed that I am super excited about. We found a lot of cool things in the meantime, and going on Chunkbase and doing a little bit of flying around in creative mode, I did find a whole lot of cool seeds, but this one, it has those two main characteristics that I was talking about at the very start of this video. It has a desert biome that's not too crazy far away from here, and most importantly, it also has a super dope cherry grove biome that is, let's see, what direction are we looking? North, I believe it is southeast. Okay, southeast, so in this broad direction. And that's where we're going to head, just after we, finish doing those early game Minecraft steps of getting a wooden pickaxe, stone pickaxe, etc, etc. We're going to head straight over to our cherry grove biome. Now, sadly, the cherry grove biome and the desert biome aren't super close to each other. It is like 2,000 blocks, which is kind of a far distance to walk, especially while you're still in the early game and, you don't have access to an elytra or anything, or even have access to a horse yet. But I'm okay with that. I don't think we were ever really planning on making our base in the desert. We just want the desert to be close by. We want it to be accessible because there's lots of stuff that we want to explore in there. In particular, we want to look at the desert villages to hopefully find a camel, and we also want to explore a desert temple and maybe even some desert wells to find some suspicious sand. And so, while we take those initial Minecraft steps of getting some wood, making some stone tools, etc, also walking over towards our cherry grove biome, I thought that I'd talk a little bit about my general plans for this series and, in general, how I want it to go. At least as of now, my general plan for this series is that I want it to be a little bit faster paced than most of the Let's Plays I've done till now. Most of the Let's Plays I've done till now, I've kind of intentionally kept them at a slow pace, i.e. not done too much off camera, try to do most of the stuff that we do on camera, or at least, go in depth and discuss it once we get back to camera, maybe even using some replay mod or some time lapses. But in this one, I think I'd really like to make a lot of progress in this world, so hopefully that'll involve doing a lot more stuff off camera. I'd like to accomplish a lot of stuff in this world. I don't just want to do like a starter house and then 1 or 2 farms and then, boom, the next update is here and it's over, we're moving on to a new world. I want to be able to accomplish a lot here. I want to be able to have some big builds, some big farms, and I want to be able to be very, very decked out. Definitely trying to have a full netherite, elytra, full netherite tools, that kind of setup. I really want to accomplish a lot in this world. Famous last words, potentially. Like I've said numerous times now in the lead up to this update being released, I'm really looking forward to this update. I'm looking forward to all the exciting new things that it brings, and low-key, since I never really played that much in Minecraft 1.19, I'm even looking forward to exploring some of those features a little bit more in depth. If we have any mangrove swamps nearby us, I would love to do some exploring there and play around a little bit with frogs. They're a new mob that really I don't have much experience with at all. So yeah, in short, there is plenty of new stuff to explore in this update. As we mine a little bit of early game coal, and as we continue heading southwest towards the Cherry Grove biome, I do just want to ask you guys that if you're enjoying this video, and if you're excited for Minecraft 1.20, please do consider liking, commenting, and especially subscribing. It really helps me out, and with the release of Minecraft 1.20, I really would love to make a push towards 1,000 subscribers, and towards getting my watch hours up, because that would mean that I can monetize this channel, which will hopefully mean that I can stay a lot more committed to it. As much as I do just enjoy playing this game for fun, as a hobby, which is something that it's been for me for a long time now, it would be really, really cool to be able to make even a little bit of money from this. Even if it's not a ton, which it certainly wouldn't be at first, it's kind of just a personal goal of mine to be able to say that I've made some money off YouTube. So yeah, if you enjoy, please do consider throwing me a subscription. It really, really helps me out, and you can always change your mind later. No sweat. But yeah, as we continue making our way southwest, there are already a couple things in the distance that are very, very exciting to see. Since the new update just came out, Optifine isn't out yet, so I can't zoom in, but we do have a Cherry Grove biome over there in the distance. Now, I believe that's not actually the one that we're planning to settle in, but it still is very cool, and I'm excited to go into it and explore a little bit. But also, more in the foreground, we also have a couple of village houses. Perfect. That is super, super handy for us in that early game. And that's actually why I'm down here, making sure to collect a few raw fish, because hopefully we'll be able to find some cats in those villages, and we'll get some early protection from creepers, which will be especially handy since it is coming to night soon. And yeah, in fact, just as I said that, the sun started going down. It's now set behind that big old cliff over there. So you know what? We are going to pop into this village, hopefully find ourselves a nice little bed to annex, and we're going to sleep away our first night. Ooh, nice. Okay, well, we also have blacksmith. So actually, you know what? We will start off by... Okay, you know what? Not bad. Nothing too crazy in here, but we do have a couple pieces of armor, and we've already managed to get 3 advancements from just that chest alone. So boom, let's go ahead and suit up. We got some nice booties and a helmet. We have 1 iron ingot along with the raw iron we got, and we have 9 raw fish. So hopefully we can manage to find a little kitty cat somewhere in this village. And hopefully there have also been no baddies spawning in this village, because I would love to keep it alive for now. Okay, I found ourselves a nice little bed here with 1 tiny baby villager sleeping on it, and then his friend who seemingly wants to keep him awake. Sorry buddy, we are going to have to kick you out. And there we go. Sweet dreams. We are sleeping away our first night in this new world. Sadly, even after ransacking this whole place and checking it a second time, I wasn't able to find a saddle, which is too bad because there were numerous horses within that village, and I've already seen a few horses just over there in the distance in that plains biome. That's alright, it's just going to make those initial stages a little bit more, honestly not difficult, kind of just a little bit more annoying, but that's okay. We move, and you know what, I think we'll find a saddle soon enough. And I'm realizing I forgot my furnace and crafting table there. Whoops, let's go ahead and pick those up, and then we can keep on going southwest. I tell you what, the nice thing about this seed, even though we're not planning to settle in this little cherry grove, the fact that this is so close to where we spawned, because I think we spawned just kind of on the other side of this mountain, is really, really cool. There are tons of cherry blossom trees within just a few hundred blocks of spawning in this seed, which is really awesome. If you want, I will go ahead and put the seed on the screen right there. There you go. I'll also try to remember to leave it in the description. Feel free to remind me if I forget. But yeah, this seed is a super, super cool way to explore the new Cherry Grove biomes. Just to prove my point about this seed having a whole ton of cherry grove biomes, we are currently walking through another one, just a few hundred blocks away from the initial one that I pointed out, and this isn't even where we're planning to settle. Nope, in fact, I believe we can see it in the distance. Yes, we can. That cherry grove biome is where we're planning to settle. You won't get the full picture until we're on top of that ridge there and we can kind of get a look around, hint hint, but look at this already. It looks so pretty, even already, looking at all those cherry blossom trees out there in the distance. Yes. And also, another thing that makes this place particularly nice is, look at that. We got another village just a few hundred blocks away from where we want to settle. You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and check that out. Just hopefully there will be a saddle or something like that, because there are so many horses around and it would make our lives so much easier if we could get an early game saddle. And you know what? Another lovely little perk of this village right here is that, once again, as it's becoming nighttime, we can just go ahead and sleep the night away. Oh, okay, no saddle, but a little bit of extra food. That's always nice. Sorry, buddy. Gonna have to remove you. And there we go. Okay, the search for a saddle continues. But before the search for a saddle continues, also I did just notice, just now, still can't zoom, but looks like we have a ruined portal there in the distance. However, in the more immediate term, we also have a nice little kitty cat. So let's go ahead and get close, but not too close. All right. And here we go. There we go. I have a new best friend. Love to see it. Boom. Hopefully that'll keep us safe from creepers, which, if some of y'all have been subscribed for a while, you might know I have a little bit of trauma with. Those creepers just love to sneak up on you from behind or drop down from a high spot and blow up. So hopefully this guy will prevent that from happening. And here's a second. Oh, there we go. Immediate. He just took one raw salmon. What a lovely young fella. All right. I don't know where our initial cat went. I think she should be around here. I'm pretty sure I remembered to right click her again, but even if not, she'll be just over that hill. So hopefully now we should have an unlimited source of cats. Love to see it. Sadly, I still haven't quite managed to find a saddle yet. They might only spawn in villages in the blacksmith chest. Honestly, I can't quite remember right now. But you know what? We are going to go ahead and check out this ruined portal. Now, I hope you can mine gold blocks with a stone pickaxe. Actually, that block breaking speed is not inspiring confidence. I'll check the wiki real quick. Ooh, but okay. We now have 8 gold ingots, a few more pieces of obsidian, a golden hoe with silk touch. Having a silk touch tool this early on is actually a big get. I'm pleased with that. Okay, yep, I was right. Only iron pickaxe are better. So we will leave these 2 blocks here for now. We'll come back. And yeah, okay. Well, I think we will hop in our boat. Okay, yeah, good. We do have both of our cats. But yeah, let's hop back in our boat. I think we will go ahead and just head on back to the village, make sure that we've checked all the chests, and then after that, we will head on up to that lovely little cherry blossom ridge. Okay, no saddle located, but we do have some currently alive villagers who are some very busy bees. They're currently walking all around this village, and there was one nitwit up there for some reason. I don't know why. But I think it is time to head on over to that cherry grove biome and show you why I'm so excited to settle down there. Oh my god, what is this cat doing? Okay, if you fall in lava within like 10 seconds of me having you, I'm going to be very peeved. Let's go ahead and, you know what, let's go ahead and sit down here. I think these cats have prompted me into pretty much showing you what I was waiting to do, the grand reveal. Here it is. We have a beautiful cherry blossom canyon, pretty much. I love the way this generated. We have this huge donut shape, basically, of a pretty big cherry blossom biome. And then in the middle, we have just a normal plains or a meadow. Not sure what specifically it is. But yeah, I love the way this generated. I think this is absolutely beautiful. So we can pretty much make our home anywhere up here on this top ridge. That's what I was thinking. And then down here below, really, we have a lot of choices. We could make this a sort of industrial district type of thing, akin to like what Mumbo Jumbo typically does in his videos. Or I was also thinking that we can make this a kind of isolated little village. Maybe we could transport some villagers from the village just over there past the hill. And I was thinking we could make it a kind of Japanese style village. I've been seeing a lot of posts about that with the addition of these cherry blossom biomes. And I think it would be really cool to do a sort of man-made little Japanese town inspired type of village, you know, with that sort of architecture down here, and have the kind of lore of it be, yeah, they've been cut off from the rest of the world because they live surrounded by this giant donut of cherry blossom biomes. So yeah, hopefully you guys are just as excited for this as I am. I think this is a really, really cool opportunity, and really this is also why I decided to choose this world as opposed to some of the other worlds I found where, there was a desert and cherry blossom. Sorry, I keep saying cherry blossom, where there was a desert and a cherry grove biome within 1,000 blocks or so. And yeah, on that note, the desert biome that I was talking about, that I was hoping to be within, 1,000, 1,500 blocks of a cherry blossom biome, it's currently about 2,000 blocks in the north direction. And it is pretty much just straight north. We don't have to really go east or west. Even though it is a pretty big desert biome, we can also just go straight north and we should be able to reach it. So yeah, in general, that's what I'm thinking for our general plan. We settle down here with this lovely valley right behind us, but we have that desert biome that's not too far away. A little bit far, but it'll be better once we get horses, saddles, and especially once we get an elytra. And yeah, that desert, it doesn't necessarily have to be where we settle down. In fact, I think it won't be, but it's very easily accessible for when we want to find camels and we just want to do a little bit of general adventuring. So as the sun sets once again on our third day, I'm going to take out the bed that I may or may not have stolen from one of those villages. I will move some of these pink petals, place it down, and I think I'm going to take a second to... Oh yeah, I forgot the cat sit on you. Oh, let's go. Do I get any gifts? Oh, you guys got me a rabbit's foot. Ethically obtained. Perfect. Just the way I like it. Alright, well, we're not entirely done with organizing our inventory yet. There's still a few things in here that are a little bit spare. But I did want you guys to be here for when I craft this thing for the very first time. We are going to go ahead and craft a brush. We did find a few pieces of copper already on our way here, and if some of y'all have watched my prior videos, you'll probably know I don't really have much of a use for copper, but it is cool that it's useful for this new item, the brush. So here we go. First time I've crafted this, the brush. There we go. We can go ahead and just brush the ground around us. Sweep, sweep, sweep. Yeah, of course, this won't actually do anything on the blocks that we're currently looking at. The brush comes in handy when you're looking at suspicious gravel or suspicious sand. Suspicious sand in particular, that's something that we're going to look for in that desert biome that I was talking about. As I stand accidentally uncomfortably close to that cat, there we go, now we got our personal space back. I don't think I want to do a full starter house in this video. I might do something like very, very basic, just put up 4 walls around us so we have somewhere safe to sleep. But I think what I want to do for the remainder of this video is just do a little bit of exploring and early game mining. As you might be able to see here on the other side of this big old donut, there are a few caves that open up, and since we're so high up, I think these should be good spots to get a lot of coal and iron. We already have a ton of coal. We have like 37 in our inventory and a couple pieces of coal left in this furnace, so we don't really need a ton of coal, but finding some early game iron so that we could get armored up a little bit more sounds like a great idea to me. Also, if we're able to do that, that does mean that we can do a little bit more exploring of some of the stuff that's in the ocean. Which direction is this? West. Yeah, there's an ocean kind of, I guess, just past those trees there, and I want to do a little bit of exploring in it. Hopefully we'll be able to find some shipwrecks and some ocean ruins, and maybe even we can find some suspicious gravel and or suspicious sand, maybe get a sniffer egg, or just some general, new stuff that you can find in those blocks. Alright, well it's starting to get dark outside, so we may return to our bed pretty soon, but we did just go ahead and kill our first monster, and there's a little bit of iron here, so I will grab this, and then we will probably head back to our bed and do a little bit of a snooze. Well, even though it doesn't look like there's a lush cave underneath this area, it does look like there's a very solid dripstone cave underneath this area. Very, very nice. That's another thing that I haven't really gotten to explore yet. I haven't been able to play much around with pointed dripstone or these dripstone blocks. So you know what? This is something that I'm excited for. There you go. We officially have a dripstone block. Okay, can't be crafted into anything. But yeah, we also have a couple of these dripstone guys right here. I believe those particles mean that there's water above this. I think. Is that right? No, it's not. Okay, never mind. I take it back. But we can get some pretty cool farms going involving these guys and water. And we can also get some pretty cool farms going involving these guys and lava. So for now, actually, you know what? Oop. Once I pick my pickaxe back up, I will mine these 2 pieces. And sometime in this series, we can get a pointed dripstone farm going. I have a question for y'all. Do you guys ever get to the point early on in your Minecraft worlds where you kind of just forget about mining coal? Even though we forcibly can't do that right now because our stone pickaxe just broke. I don't know. I feel like I'm sort of already to the point in this game and in this world in particular, where I'm not really bothered to mine much more coal, at least for the time being, until we get an iron, diamond, pickaxe, where it's a little bit quicker to do so. I don't know what it is, but just like in most of my Minecraft worlds, I feel like there always comes a time in between having a diamond, efficiency 4, unbreaking 3 pickaxe and just having a stone pickaxe in the early game, where I kind of just forget about coal. I don't know what it is, but it feels like it's just not really worth your time to mine it, especially since it forms in such large veins. It feels like you get a few good veins early on, you grab an early stack of coal, and then beyond that, you don't really need to do more. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys get to that point, or do you have to mine every single piece of coal you see? Otherwise, you feel like you're doing something wrong. I don't know. Maybe that point is just me, or maybe it's not. Bunny. Oh my God, bunnies. Oh, look at how cute they are. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's a black bunny. There's a lag spike. There's a brown bunny. Oh, where's that gray? Maybe those guys are more gray. Oh, regardless. Distracted, and there are some bees. I love the way this biome looks. It's so full of life. It's so pretty. I'm such a big fan. But yeah, back to the question that I was bringing up. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have a point early on in your Minecraft worlds where you kind of just say forget about coal. I know for me with copper, that point comes after I've pretty much mined like 3 or 4 blocks of copper. I am not a fan of that stuff. It can be a cool block to build with, but beyond like making a few lightning rods and the brush, which we just made, I really don't feel like there's much of a need for copper. I don't know, maybe again I'm in the minority there, but I don't think so. So yeah, you probably will see me ignoring a lot of copper is my point there. One thing that you will definitely not see me ignoring, especially this early on though, is iron. Now, since we do have iron boots and an iron helmet already, I do believe the amount we already had smelted, plus the amount that we just found in some of those caves, mean that we can officially get all ironed up. And, let's see, 9, 10 pieces. Yep, that means we also have enough for a pick, and maybe even a sword. So we're looking decently geared up. And with that, I think we'll probably be able to go ahead and check that ocean out just over yonder, hopefully find some shipwrecks and some ocean ruins. Okay. So we are looking nice and organized. We're going to go ahead and craft up our last piece of armor. There you go, a beautiful iron chest plate. And we will then go ahead and craft an iron pickaxe. Lovely, lovely stuff. Oh yeah, there we go, new advancement. And finally, I think we will just go ahead and craft a shovel, just in case, that'll probably help us out. And yeah, I think we will sleep one more time, hopefully get ourselves a nice little goodie from our cats. What is it? Okay, piece of raw chicken, very nice, I will take that. But yes, once I put this raw chicken away, hopefully we should be good to venture on west, and hopefully find some shipwrecks and some ocean ruins. What is this? Ocean, okay, just plain ocean, so I'm not sure that we'll be able to find sniffers, or sniffer eggs, since I believe those only spawn in the lukewarm or warm ocean biomes in particular. But yeah, we should at least be able to hopefully find some shipwrecks and or some ocean ruins. Either of those could have some very helpful loot, including a saddle. I would love a saddle, that would be super helpful. And ooh, oh my goodness, look at that. I don't know if this is necessarily very helpful to us now, but I did just see this big underwater cave out of the corner of my eye. That is a very, very cool structure. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I guess just like boat around this ocean and see if we can find anything nice. Alright, so without having to search too crazy far, I did see this wooden mast sticking up out of the ocean, and it looks like we got ourselves a nice little shipwreck here. So let's dive on down through these trapdoors and see what we can find. Yes, okay. Now, I was playing around with this, with the pre-release candidate before I actually made this world, and the maps were a little buggy, so hopefully this one is good. Yes, okay, perfect. That is good. That'll hopefully give us some diamonds. Buried treasure very often does include some good rewards. And alright, this other chest in here has some decent stuff. Well, in the meantime, since we did go ahead and find a buried treasure map, I think we should go ahead and try to dig up that buried treasure. At this stage in the game, it is, I would say, pretty certain to have a bunch of stuff that'll help us out, whether it's some extra iron, some extra gold, or even some extra diamond. I don't know if a Heart of the Sea is really going to do all that much for us, but hey, can't hurt to have. And those other things that I mentioned will definitely help us level up in the world. We should be getting pretty close. It will likely be somewhere along this shore, I believe. Yeah, there we go. Looks like we're heading in the right direction. It'll probably be just along there on that beach somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe it should be right around this block, or if not this block specifically, one of the blocks right around it. Come on now. Okay, I'm not sure that trick actually quite works, because I did find the buried treasure finally, and I don't think it was in the middle of the chunk, unless, I don't know, maybe I just miscalculated, or maybe I was just a couple blocks off, but regardless, here it is. Okay, you know what? Decent. Doesn't seem like there's any diamond in here, but there is a whole lot of iron and a good amount of gold, and I mean even a few prismarine crystals. Not like those will really mean that much to us at this point, but you know, cool to have, I guess. And we do also have the Heart of the Sea. Again, not sure how much that really matters to us, but still cool. You know, still always fun to find buried treasure. I always think that it was such a cool addition to the game. And you know what? I barely even noticed this guy until I saw this magma block down here. But yeah, we have a small ocean ruin right nearby where we found the buried treasure, just like a few dozen blocks away maybe. And alright, I believe this right here, this also looks like it is some suspicious gravel. So where is our brush? Okay, there it is. Sorry, I thought I was just blind for a second. Turns out I was indeed. Let's go ahead and dig out our very first thing in the survival world. What is it? A wooden hoe. Okay, could be better. Could be better. I can't lie to you. Alright, you know what? Still cool though, still cool. And actually, we have another piece of suspicious gravel right here. Let's go ahead and mine it from the magma block. What do we get? Is that the same thing? Yeah, it's another wooden hoe. Wow, these guys really liked their wooden hoes, huh? Whatever civilization used to live here. Man, I tell you guys, I would really love to have some respiration, some aqua affinity, and some night vision potions right now. That would make this so much easier. But it's alright, we move. And are we going to start drowning? Yes, we are. Yeah, this is, this is quite a process, there's no doubt about that. But it's okay, we've managed to get a few nice things, and even if we don't, like, fully excavate this underwater ruin, we can always come back. Okay, looks like we have some more suspicious gravel. Anything good? Ooh, is that a pottery? Yeah, it looks like that's our first pottery shard. Okay, we will toss out one of these wooden hoes and get rid of all the stone bricks. There we go, a plenty pottery shard. Love it. Oh, absolutely love it. Look at that. Oh wow, we spent so long digging out both that buried treasure and excavating this ocean ruin that it turned daytime. Lovely. Oh well, that is just fine. And yeah, okay, I think there's a little bit more excavating that can be done for this ocean ruin, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll just try to break all the blocks that I can for it, and if some of these despawn, you know, so be it. But yeah, let's go. Let's see if we can find any more suspicious gravel in here and any more goodies. Oh, and hold on, I didn't even realize that's where the chest spawned in. Okay, this whole thing was a... Oop. Hold on, I am going to start drowning. Yeah, this whole thing was a little bit difficult to navigate because this big old stone pillar did generate kind of combined with the ruin. But yeah, there we go. There is the chest. I was looking for that because I figured it probably would have a chest. So let's see what we got in here. Oh, another buried treasure map. Okay, see, I'm intrigued if this is going to be the same exact one that we've already found. So let's go ahead, get it in our inventory, and we can see... Okay, sorry about that quick drowning, but yeah, it looks like this is the one that we already found. Man, it's annoying when that happens. I swear, like, back when these things were initially released, they did say something about, like, you know, that wasn't supposed to happen, but if there's any sort of functionality that's supposed to prevent you from finding the same buried treasure twice, it definitely, doesn't work. That's alright, though. That's alright. I'm still pleased that we managed to find it. And yeah, is this some wood underneath here? Oh, it kind of looks like it is. Okay. Well, that's interesting. But okay, at this point, I think we've pretty much fully excavated that ruin. If not, you know, maybe we missed like a suspicious gravel block or two, but I think we're good. Now, these dolphins have really been spreading around all these items floating up here on the surface, but I think we've pretty much got everything that really matters to us there. Let's see, we have a bunch of different stone blocks, got a bunch of gravel, even a little bit of flint, and we still do have these leather pieces of armor. I'm not sure that those really matter at all, but we have them in our inventory. Okay. And you know, I kind of would have liked to continue exploring and seeing if there were any other ocean ruins, but we do have a full inventory, even if there's some stuff we can get rid of. So I think what we're going to do now is just head back on towards our Cherry Grove biome where we set up our home base. If we see anything along the way, we'll stop and take a look, but if not, that's solid. I think that's been a solid expedition for today. Ooh, okay. So this was very hidden, but we did manage to spot another small ocean ruin, it seems like. And I do already spot some suspicious gravel, so let's begin the painstaking process of trying to excavate this without respiration or aqua affinity. Alright, and the first item we've managed to find is an explorer pottery sherd, as one of these little demon drowned babies comes towards us. One of these guys attacked us while we were at the other small ocean ruin, and it was terrible. I hate them so much. The baby variant is just always so much worse than anything else. I don't know how it is, but they're just terrible. I hate them so much. In retrospect, one thing I absolutely should have done for this expedition is brought a door. That would have made this whole thing so much easier. Well, you live and you learn. After taking more drowning damage than I think I've ever taken before in my entire life, I think that's it. I think we have made some solid finds. There wasn't really anything substantial here. I think we found one more pottery shard. But yeah, with all that done and it being dark and rainy, I think it's time to head back to our Cherry Grove biome where we can end off this first episode of our 1.20 Let's Play. Oh dang, it is not just raining, it is thunderstorming here. And that has... Oh snap, okay, there are a lot of these guys here, aren't there? Alright, and I do see... Ooh, okay. Well, he tried to take my boat. In fact, he successfully took my boat. Not for long, though, and his buddy took it next. Okay. Well, as soon as I can manage to get that boat back... Come on. No, I just want my boat. Oh, boy. Alright, well, I'm going to get my boat back, and then I'm going to get out of here. I don't really feel like fighting off a whole horde of drowned right now, but this is definitely something good to come back to. It looks like one of those clusters of ruins. So, yeah, there's clearly a lot of potential to find something good here. I'm not going to lie, that thunderstorm was super freaky. I am very much looking forward to sleeping it away. There you go. Hopefully no fires were started, because, man, I am telling you, that lightning was intense. It really felt like there was an explosion right here or something. And you know, oh, there was. Oh, it's a charged... That's interesting. Okay, can you get up to us, Mr. Charged Creeper? Oh, maybe you can, and I don't know if I want to mess with that. Oh, wait, do I want to try to get a mob head now? Okay. Hold on. Let me strategize here. Okay, after pondering it a little bit further, I don't really think it's worth it to try and use this guy. Where is he? Yeah, try and use that guy to get any mob heads. All the mobs around here that I could have used to get a mob head with, they got burnt up by the sun. You know, I don't think there were any skeletons or zombies that I could really easily manage to get a mob head with. So yeah, I think we're going to forget about that guy for now. Hopefully he despawns, because I do not want to have to deal with him. But yeah, I believe that will go ahead and pretty much wrap up everything that I wanted to do in our first episode. So as we stand here overlooking our beautiful Cherry Blossom Valley, I just want to thank you guys for watching. It really does mean a lot to me, and once more, if you enjoyed, please do subscribe. I'm sorry, I hate to keep asking, but it really does help me out, especially since a lot of people who watch this video likely won't be subscribed yet. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed. Next episode, I'm thinking that's when we do things like getting the starter house going, and hopefully even explore that desert area over there once we have our starter house built. In between episodes, I might actually go ahead and collect some stuff like deep slate, which I was hopefully planning to use for our starter house. I don't know, I might get lazy and just kind of substitute the deep slate with something else. But the design that I was working with does look really nice with deep slate. This like kind of pink aesthetic you got going on with the cherry blossom wood and the cherry leaves and the pink petals. I think it just goes really well with deep slate. But I don't know, hopefully I'll be able to do that in between episodes. But yeah, thank you guys all very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And hopefully I will see you in the next episode very soon.